Good morning, grade 5. So, our topic for today is all about estuaries and intertidal zones. So, first, ano nga ba yung estuaries? Estuaries, nurseries of the seas. It is a body of brackish water near the coast where fresh water from rivers and streams flows into the oceans and rises with salt water. It may be a bay, lagoon, or harbor. So, yung estuaries daw, ito yung mga laman ng mga dagat, ng mga water. Galing, example is yung mga fresh water, galing sa river, yung mga tubig na dumadaloy. Then yung mga example is dagat. Next naman is intertidal zones. It is an area where land meets the sea between high and low tides. It composed of all plants, animals, and microorganisms living in it. This includes coral reefs teeming with many corals with different kinds of fishes. So, yung intertidal zone, ito naman yung area kung saan magmi-meet yung land and yung sea between sa high tide and low tide. Ano siya? Sa intertidal zones, meron ditong mga plants, animals, and other microorganism na nakatira dito. Like coral reefs and different kinds of fishes. Next is habitat and factors that can be found in estuaries and intertidal zones. So first, we have biotic factors. These are the living organisms that can affect on ecosystem. This may include coral reefs, mangrove forests, crabs, and birds. So yung habitats and factors na makikita sa estuaries and intertidal zones. So first, we have biodetic factors na nakakaapekto sa ecosystem natin. Dito papasok yung mga coral reefs, mangrove forests, crabs, and birds. This set of organisms can be the procedure, consumer, and decomposer. So, pakitandaan po, meron tayong tatlong set ng organisms na makikita sa estuaries and intertidal zones. So, we have procedure, consumer, and decomposer. So, first procedure, organisms that can manufacture this own food. So, yung procedure, nakakapag-manufacture siya ng sariling pagkain. Yung consumer naman, organisms that get energy by feeding on plants and other organisms. So, yung consumer, ito yung nakakapagbigay ng energy sa pagpapakain ng mga plants at ng ibang organisms. Next is decomposer. Organisms that feed on dead animals and waste. Yung decomposer naman, ito yung mga pagpapakain sa mga patay na hayop. Next is abiotic factors. These are non-living factors that can affect an ecosystem. They may include waves, temperature, salinity, amount of sunlight, and type of soil. Sa abiotic factors naman, dito yung mga papasok, yung mga non-living factor na hindi makakaapekto sa ecosystem. Dito papasok yung temperature, yung salinity, then yung sunlight, and other type of soil. So first, we have coral reef. Areas which are teeming with many corals, coral formation are seen in this are due to large number of corals. Living here, this serves as a sanctuary for young fishes. The animals living in it are corals, different kinds of fishes, sea animals, and sea stars. So sa coral reefs, dito nakatira yung mga iba't ibang uri ng hayop, na mga isda. Next is mudflats. Mudflats are area which has a large amount of mud deposited on it. The mud usually comes from the sea or river. Crabs, migratory birds, and sand, delures, mussels, clams, mollusks, and seashells are commonly found in this area. So, sa mudflats, ito yung mga tubig na nanggagaling sa river. Dito papasok yung mga crabs, migratory birds, sand delures, mussels, clams, mollusks, and seashells na common na matatagpuan dito sa mud flats. Next is last marsh. There are the areas which are filled with seawater during high tide and become drained when it's low tide. The area is marshy because of the decomposing plant matter in the area. The animals that can be seen in these are clams, oyster, mussels, snails, and shrimp. So yung last marsh, ito yung area kung saan andito yung seawater during high tide. Then, madidrain siya when it's low tide. Sa area na to, dito makikita yung mga clams, oyster, mussels, snails, and shrimps. Next is rocky shore. These are the shores which has many rocks deposited. This rock serves as a hiding place for small crabs and prawns. Barnacles, hermit crab, sea stars, limplet, mollusk, shrimp, prawns, and crab lives in this. So sa rocky shore naman, ito yung mga hiding place sa mga maliliit na crabs and prawns. Dito rin papasok yung barnacles, hermit crab, sea stars, limpet, mollusks, shrimps, prawn, and na mga crabs na nakatira dito. So next is feeding relationship found in an intertidal zone and estuary. So first, we have food chain. It is a series of organisms in which an organism feed on another organism and so on. It always starts with the procedure. Next is food web. It is an interlinked food chain. It is consists of two or more chains and contain more organisms compared to a single food chain.